Festival of the Lost is back, which means the return of the Lost Memento, the highly coveted memento from last year, which is essentially a slightly different version of Super Black, which ironically is also available in this event. I'll get to that in a separate video, but for this one, we're talking about how you need to unlock the Lost Memento and then how you can farm it from there afterwards. So what you need to do is complete a Triumph that is located right here in the Episode Revenant section. Then you go to General and go to the second page, and right here it's called the Twilight Triumph. So these objectives are unknown, but I will tell you what they are and what you need to do to complete each of them in order to get the memento and the emblem attached to this triumph. To complete the first objective, you're going to need to get this Tower Staff Mask from the event challenges for Hocus Focusing. So all you need to do is just simply get an Eerie Engram and then go to Ava in the tower and then focus it in this menu. Now, to get an Eerie Engram, it's pretty simple. You get them from Haunted Lost Sectors, but one thing to note is that on normal Haunted Lost Sectors, you only have a chance to get an Eerie Engram, but if you do a Expert Haunted Sector, you are guaranteed to get at least one, with a chance to get a second one. So on that note, I think you should do an Expert Lost Sector. Now, if you, for some reason, just hate doing the Expert version, you think it's too hard, or you're a solo player, you actually don't have to do it, technically. What you can do is you fly in, you get to the point where the timer will start in the activity, and then you just do literally nothing, and wait until the 5 minutes run out. After they do, the boss spawns in. From that point, you have no timer, you can just kill the boss at your own pace, and once the boss is dead, you still will get all of the rewards, including the Eerie Engram. Then you take the Engram and go to the tower. Alright, let's hand in our Engram. This would be really funny if I get a memento from this. Alright, I didn't. But the Triumph did complete, so let's collect our mask and then proceed with the next step. Once you have the Tower Staff Mask, you talk to Eva Levante and get a bunch of text on a screen. We don't really care about that. And then after you talk to her, you're going to head to Saint 14. And then Saint 14 has some text sources as well, and then we get a confiscated grab bag. Once that is done, you should have an update on this Triumph right here. And now the objective is complete, so let's move on to number 2. For Objective 2, you need the Cursed Thrall Mask, which you can get from the event challenge by getting 100 Headless Ones defeated in Haunted Sectors. Now, you can get 13 per run if you get the initial 10 that spawn with the waves, and then the extra 3 during the boss fight, and complete it that way. Once you get these Headless Ones done, you just claim the Triumph, like so, and then you're going to equip the Cursed Thrall Mask, and from there, you need to get 100 explosion kills, or, you know, GLs or rockets in this case. So to farm the GL kills, you can go anywhere, literally anywhere, and get these kills. Me personally, I just picked Grass of Aris because I'm just too lazy to put in the Wish for Shuro Chi, and I'm sure the checkpoint bots are being slammed for it right now anyway. But I'm gonna get my 100 GL kills here, just spawn killing the Thrall and the Acolytes over and over, and then this stuff will be done fairly quickly. Like I mentioned, you can use GLs, you can use rockets, Forbearance, Dragon's Breath like this, whatever. Get your 100 kills, and then we go to Step 3. Step 3 involves getting the finalized Ghost Mask. So this one's a little bit annoying because you need a ton of candy to finish up this Triumph, but I got you covered on that as well. You can actually do a 2-for-1 with this. You can get candy while also trying to farm exotic class items during this event. I made a video covering that right here, and I'll have it at the end of the video as well if you want to check that out for candy farming. Once you have acquired enough candy and are able to put on the finalized Ghost Mask, your last objective is going to be going into a haunted sector on Expert and getting 50 sword kills. Now you can use whatever sword you'd like, but a good shout would be you can also run Ergo Sum here, so you have 2 swords instead of 1, just for ammo purposes. And don't forget, you could also make ammo out of thin air on Ergo Sum by throwing prismatic grenades. After that is done, your Twilight Triumph should be marked as complete. So now you just hand it in like so, and bam, there is a Lost Memento and an emblem. So now that you've unlocked your first Lost Memento, now let's talk about farming it. To get additional copies of the Lost Memento, you need to either open up these Eerie Engrams or focus a weapon here in this top row and have a chance at getting the Lost Memento. Now, I do want to preface this by saying, we all know how Bungie is with new releases and bugs, so last year, it only worked for this Eerie Engram, and that's it. It did not work for the Eerie Weapons Engram. Now, they've said that this year, it should work for everything in the top row, but, again, you know, bugs happen, so if you're specifically hunting for the Memento, I personally would just go with the Eerie Engram, because we know that has worked in the past. If you're farming for the weapon specifically, like the new shotgun, then open that and, you know, play the odds. And as I alluded to earlier, the best way to farm out Eerie Engrams is to do Haunted Lost Sectors on Expert. Now, you can either run them with a full fire team of experienced players, and you can get it done in maybe 7 minutes or so per run on Expert. Or if you're solo or playing with an experienced team, then you can do the method I mentioned earlier, where you just run out the clock, wait till it hits 0, the boss spawns in, you kill the boss, and you still get the same rewards for a much less effort. Either way, you'll then get your 1 guaranteed engram, and you'll have a chance of getting a second one, and that is the best way to farm out Lost Mementos for this particular Festival of the Lost. And that is all for the Lost Memento. Hopefully this has helped some of you out, and if you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing today. It does help the channel grow and is much appreciated. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can leave a like and or comment below as well. If you don't know what to comment, you can leave Lost Memento as the comment. Thanks for watching, catch you next time, and stay tuned for the Super Black Shader Guide next.